Hey everybody, Blind Way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Eric.
And we are going into some Q&As for for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The S.H.I.E.L.D.
The S.H.I.E.L.D.
It only went off 5 years ago, but we're still doing it. Probably more than that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while. Before we get into some questions, we want to give a little shout out to some great patrons from our Patreon account.
Yes.
Some great pledges. Eric, who have we had?
Lately, guys, we've had Jason Anderson, David Hernandez, Brandon Quintal, Rogue Agent, who is, is one of our...
He's been around
officially.
He's been around for a while.
Officially, if you look on our YouTube analytics, he's like one of our top audience members.
Really? Commenters and that kind of
he
stuff?
watches and comments so much. And, I'm just going to say it, Kevin, only gone by Kevin, he donated $20. He pledged $20, which is our highest yet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin, good
and make sure you guys are going to that Patreon, and we will be doing the top 5 new patrons every single video.
Yay! Alright, well, let's get into our questions for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Not the S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
Alright. Sophia Moreno says, do you want Fitzsimmons to get together?
Yes!
But I like Will.
Huh? You don't like Will.
I think after 3 seasons of them like back and forth, I think I would enjoy that.
But I will say this. I know that they're trying to string along the agent. They're trying to string along the Fitzsimmons thing. Mm-hmm. If it goes much longer than this,
then no.
I'm out.
Out!
Like, I'm abandoned ship.
Like if it lasts the entire season?
Yeah, well, if it goes longer than this season.
Oh, okay. So this is last season, you want to see them get together?
It would be at my breaking point, but I would still whack off later.
Like, Wait, what?
Yeah. It would be at my breaking point, but I would still accept.
Either give Fitzsimmons or give him a monkey.
Exactly. Do one or the other.
Come on. All right. How about... Oh, we got another one from WibblyWobbly Timey-Wimey.
Ooh.
Says, do you think it's possible that Rosalyn doesn't know he's working with Hydra, and she just knows him as the high-ranking politician, and he's playing her to get Coulson?
See, I don't even know if he's Hydra. I think he might be that order that Fitz talked about.
Ah. I do have some stuff on here about some of that kind of stuff, too.
Aaron, dang it! I want to talk about it now!
Actually, the next question kind of builds into that, so we'll go into that.
Okay, let's segue into it.
Christian Lynch, talking about your organization that you're saying, Eric.
Okay.
Says, do you think the secret society Fitz thinks he found could be the Zodiac? The Great Wheel. They played a big role in Secret Warriors comics. Maybe the guy working with Ward is a member.
Okay, so maybe the Zodiac is that guy. He's part of the Zodiac. Mm-hmm. Maybe the people we saw in the 17th century.
Maybe they could be part of it.
Maybe they're part of the Zodiac, and they sent that first guy with the sword.
What I've seen of the Zodiac is they wore a bunch of the astrology, Taurus and Capricorn.
Yeah, because Zodiac has something to do with that.
They wore a bunch of helmets to them, and they had a little. I don't know if it's the same in the comics as some of the cartoons and stuff too, but they had they just wore that, and that's all the people in it. The soldiers, everybody had these crazy little helmets and stuff on.
Okay.
And they were part of the Zodiacs.
All right.
But they didn't really have, if I recall, I don't think they have powers.
Okay.
They're just they're kind of like another S.H.I.E.L.D.
They're like a secret society.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wonder,
I'm saying that guy sat on the World Council, which has to be a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah.
So he could be, I don't know. I think that there's something to do with that guy, that thing Fitz found, and then the old men. And who weren't old, just the old-timey men.
Yeah, the old-timey men.
Yeah.
I think that the Zodiacs were ran by the brother of Nick Fury, too.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Bob Fury?
I don't know what his name is. Is that it?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't remember the name. It could be Robert Fury. I don't know what it is.
Robert Fury.
Khalid Ali, who says, which story are you most invested in? Personally, I feel Agent May has had the best story arc of any character development. Somehow, every season has an Agent May story line that stands out.
I mean, invested versus... I mean, the difference between what I'm invested in and then what do I just enjoy. I think I enjoy May's story. I don't know if I'm necessarily invested very much. Invested it would probably be either... I mean, I really like Daisy Johnson. I like her... she started out as being a hacker from the Red Dawn or Sun or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she became a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. And then she started learning how to use guns, become a sniper. Then she became an Inhuman.
A sniper?
Power. Yeah, she had a sniper for a little bit.
I don't remember sniper.
Yep, she had sniper stuff. And then she became Inhuman and had her powers, and now she's mixing them all together. That's cool. But if I'm talking about what I'm most invested in, it's probably what we've gone through with Fitz.
Fitz?
Like, his journey from, brain damage and getting past it and all that stuff was very compelling. I think I'm most invested in that story.
Oh, Ward.
I'm saying, if I had to pick a person to die that would make me cry the most, it'd probably be Fitz.
Trip.
No, I didn't cry.
I loved his story.
It was good, but I shed no manly tears.
I might cry if Fitz died.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cry if Ward died. I'd cry if Coulson died.
Yeah. Well, you named your son after him.
Yeah, true. I don't want Coulson to die. Emily Creech, have you guys noticed the resemblance between Will and Joey, which is the melting guy?
Okay.
Do you think there's any possibility of them being brothers? Yeah, they have a speculation that with them bringing Joey into the season, they feel like he should have a bigger storyline, which I think his probably storyline would be more of Secret Warriors, probably.
Yeah, I think that he's mostly supposed to like represent all the people out there that are going through this stuff. I don't know if he's necessarily related to Will. I think they're white and have black hair. And 5 o'clock shadows.
And 5 o'clock shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's more there for representing Inhumans and maybe joining the Secret Warriors.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Although his power is just melting stuff, it seems.
Yeah.
Oh, he can build stuff, he said, but they haven't really shown.
Somebody in our comments last time said something about like, what if like Joey can use his power of like metal and help like build a new monolith somehow, and that will open the portal. I thought that was a kind of interesting.
Was the monolith made of metal?
I don't know. It was like rock but it could be a metal.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Maybe he like helps them build it.
That'd be cool.
Because he's good at it or something.
Yeah. All right. That could be interesting. Agent 79. What are the chances that Rosalyn is brainwashed by Hydra? Kind of like they did last season.
Oh, because of the whole, insimulation thing that they do, right?
Yeah, they did that to the one agent.
Insemination.
The one that could change your face.
Yeah. Agent 33.
Yeah.
And that was asked by Agent 79. Oh, I think that's why I named himself that. Man, that guy's 79 years old.
I guess. Old guy.
Old man.
It could work. It could be brainwashed. I don't know that the one guy's Hydra though. You know what I mean? Like that's the one.
Yeah,
thing.
we don't know that, but it also seemed like Agent 33, because of her brainwashing, was like stunted a little bit. Like it seemed like she got very confused very quickly. I don't see that from Rosalyn at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, Aaron.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So
I don't think so. I think that what's probably gonna happen is she doesn't realize who she's talking to, because we still don't know if that guy's Hydra or not.
No, or maybe she does realize it and he's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
And he's trying to play both sides.
It could be that too.
You know?
I liked them together. They banged.
I knew it was coming.
She moved. Yeah, keep going.
Luffy no me.
Luffy no me.
Do you think the show might set up May getting powers, and Andrew would either fight Lash's transformation and redeem himself, or unleash himself to the beast?
No.
I don't think May's gonna get.
I think that she's scary enough without powers.
Yeah. I mean, she took out like that, the cavalry thing,
Yeah.
That was without any powers. That was just her.
Yeah. And she's done a lot, but I don't think that she'll get any powers. I haven't seen any like evidence to suggest that she'll get any.
No.
And I mean,
of course, we didn't see any evidence that Andrew was Inhuman either until.
Well, I mean, we did know that he left on their vacation.
Yeah.
That was a piece of evidence that would have been set up like in the first episode of this season. I haven't seen anything like that from May though.
If she ever got powers, it wouldn't be this season.
No.
Maybe like in a future season.
She doesn't need to have powers.
I don't think she does.
I think Skye has powers. Coulson, maybe some kind of cool hand stuff. Hand stuff, Rosalyn. But other than, I would rather have Mac get his axe shotgun versus anybody else ever get powers ever.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be cool. I'd love that. Speaking of Coulson having powers, Bethany Stephens had a little question that she said, so we know Ward wants to kill Coulson, but is it possible? Is that even possible? Coulson does have that GH325 alien blood stuff. Would that regenerate inside of him and make him difficult to kill?
So is that stuff still in his system, is what you say?
Yeah, is it still keeping him healed and whatnot? I don't know. I mean,
we've only ever seen him get hurt.
His hand?
With his hand. They had to replace it.
don't think he's ever been shot or anything, has he?
For some reason, yeah, you're right. Because I was like, for some reason, I saw him in a sling last.
That was when he got his hand cut off, right?
And you could say like, the reason it didn't grow back, or I don't know if it could grow back, but the reason like that stuff didn't happen is because it was the Terrigen.
The Terrigen missed stuff.
Hand thingy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an interesting idea. I've never really thought about him having regenerative properties at all.
I would figure that stuff leaves your system. If it's some kind of medicine always eventually leaves your system.
True.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But it
would be a cool idea.
Shadow Phoenix says, it's not a good idea to keep Lash in stasis. For what if the station breaks down, which is pretty much always a thing that happens.
And then he has
go on a rampage.
He has a damn buffet.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
He's...
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or on the other side of that, you get him in there and then you do break it down, and he starts just wrecking all the HCU guys, you know?
You know, this is completely hypothetical and would never ever happen, but can you imagine a guy like Sylar from Heroes like finding a place like that and just like, ooh, that'll move it. Yes.
Someone, I don't know if I put him in here, but the comment was just that Lash is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Sylar. Just the hunger that he has.
Well, the hunger makes sense.
Yeah.
The need for that, but I mean, Sylar's hunger was the hunger to become more powerful as a giant spider.
That's my shoe. Don't let it get inside. Ew. It was my shoe.
So?
Man. You could have used the bottom of it.
I'll give you the... I did. I'll give you the credit.
I do like the idea of like Sylar finding a place and like he like picks up a thing and it's like a menu. He's going through everything.
I'll have
metal melting. That's interesting.
Turn into a giant porcupine.
Wasabifold says dicks are yummy. Oh. Q&A, I mean. Q&A is what he meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
What storylines do you guys think are setting up for Civil War?
Ooh.
I mean, Daisy has to be... I feel like she has to be involved in Civil War. I feel like she should be. How about that? No, she has to be. I feel like she should be.
I mean, yes, she probably will, but she won't be I don't think she'll be in the movie.
That's what the Civil War is?
No, I mean, like, she'll probably be wrapped in the events as in, like, if they can get this Inhumans thing, like, contained before Civil War comes out, like, she could be a focus of the Registration Act in this story, you know? Because she is enhanced. So there's that way. But when it comes to setting up Civil War, because that's what they asked, right? Like a setup?
Yeah, what do you think they are setting up for Civil War?
I mean, we know in Civil War there's like a group of like kid heroes that are on reality show and they create an explosion and that's what like starts it.
Like the new something. I forget what
they call it. But they could use Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and this whole Inhumans thing with like Inhumans, the ones that are scary like Joey, are not scary, but are scared, or Lash, or something like that. Maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sets up the thing that causes the Registration Act, and then Civil War is all about that. You know what I'm saying?
What could happen is maybe they use the Secret Warriors, like the little like group that they're making.
Yeah.
And maybe they aren't prepared, but they go in and cause an incident.
I would hope it's not the Secret Warriors.
Well, I mean, maybe they're not officially Secret Warriors yet, but you know what I mean? Like the little team they're trying to make.
Yeah, I know, but
Joey's like getting better at his powers. Maybe he's not quite prepared for the field.
I feel like the Secret Warriors
causes the Empire State Building to melt.
I think that. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying I feel like the Secret Warriors as a team in this show have gone through so many obstacles already. I don't think they could form after they did something like that.
And there's no team form yet, though. All there is Daisy.
Well, because Lash keeps saying no and then eating them.
I don't know. Who would be Secret Warriors right now?
Joey.
Daisy. Ginger Ninja.
Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln.
Deathlock.
Deathlock?
Yeah. Why can't he be one?
Yeah, I suppose.
I think Coulson when he gets his awesome hand.
The one that vibrates? The one that shoots a laser?
The one that can do everything.
I suppose.
I can't think of anything else that's really setting up Civil War specifically, other than...
I think that would be the best setup, though, is like to get something like that kind of rolling.
Other than if they use this guy that was on the World Council, because, I mean, he was already in an Avengers movie.
See, the thing... Maybe what they would do... Because I was going to say, if they have the event in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if people don't watch the TV show, they're not going to know why people are going all crazy in the movie.
I'm not saying they actually do the event in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They just set it up.
They set up the characters.
Kind of like how
if they bring those characters into the movie,
yeah.
okay, I'd be good.
Kind of like how Coulson's like, I'm looking for the scepter. Call in the Avengers, and then we have Avengers 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be kind of like that.
That could be cool. Alrighty, how about Thomas McMaster 48? What if the Bobby Hunter spinoff is a prequel?
Then I will not care about the characters because I know they can't die.
Yeah, you have a point, I guess, with that. That's true.
Yeah.
I was like, when I saw this, I was like, it might be interesting to kind of see where they've been to where they've gone, rather than like, well, I don't really care about them now. Maybe I cared about them before.
That's the thing about prequels is that there are some prequels I like, some I don't, but the main thing I dislike about them is if they're about characters that you already know about, there's no danger when they're in danger, you know?
True.
It can be a little silly whenever you're supposed to like, oh, is he gonna die? It's like, well, obviously not.
Yeah.
You know?
And
I think that if you have characters, which I like both Bobby and Hunter, just not together, I think I'd probably get doubly annoyed knowing that they are doing this and they're not gonna, there's no danger, you know?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a way that they could do a prequel where the story progression would still be interesting with what's going on now.
The only thing they could do is have another another team of S.H.I.E.L.D. maybe. Like in the heyday of S.H.I.E.L.D. with under Nick Fury, I think is the one they could really do.
Yeah, but like, what would they tell back then? Rather than like maybe like stuff about the Zodiacs and stuff. But then like if they don't know who they are now, I don't know.
There's that. I mean, you could have some Coulson and May back in the day. They seem to know each other.
So you're gonna have a spinoff and just bring all of them back in it?
No, I don't. I don't need any spinoffs. Honestly, I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
I like Daredevil. I like all the stuff that Marvel's doing right now. I heard they're gonna do some kind of like comedy superhero cleanup show. Have you heard about that?
Mm-mm.
Like, I know there's a comic about this, but it's a show about the people that like clean up the wreckage of superhero battles.
It's gonna be in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, it's gonna be a comedy series. That's what I've heard, and I think that sounds cool.
I'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Because apparently what this was is that Marvel had a comic of things like that, right?
Okay.
And then DC was starting to develop a show about it. And then Marvel was like, all right, we'll develop a show about it, and you can't say that we stole the idea because you stole our idea.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's what it is.
That'd be neat. Maybe just make it on Netflix.
Or something, I don't know.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Alrighty, last question I got is from Agent 79. It says, Q&A, by now you've probably answered Zodiac theories from other commenters, but do you think the Zodiac could tie into the new season of Agent Carter? In the original Marvel one-shot short, Agent Carter, she battled Zodiac. I don't think that film is canon for her series, but it could be a great way to string Zodiac through both shows and show Zodiac crossing multiple timelines.
You know what? I remember this now, because I did watch the Agent Carter one-shot, and I guess that was Zodiac, wasn't it? Okay, that's a great idea, because you could tell the story of it on two different fronts. Mm-hmm. The only thing about it is that you know that Agent Carter never destroyed it. You know?
Yeah, but maybe Agent Carter could have destroyed elements, but you know.
But it would be cool because we saw them like in the 17th century. We would see them back there in the 40s, and then we would see them now.
Yeah.
That would make for a cool like
tie-in
anti-S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
You know?
That'd be kind of neat. Like it's them, S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra are all like lasting through the years. You know what I mean?
I do like that. Yeah, I don't know why I said anti-S.H.I.E.L.D. because that's already Hydra.
Yeah.
But anti-Hydra.
Yeah.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
I don't really know what Zodiac stands for per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
me either. When I think about it, I think of the Zodiac Killer.
The movie?
Wasn't he a real serial killer?
Probably. I think they made a movie about it with Angelina Jolie.
Oh. Well, we don't care about facts. We care about movies.
Yeah. Your reaction to them?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. No, idiot. That's just a movie.
But, I don't know. I think I would like to know more about Zodiac if that's the direction they're going.
I'm interested in all of it. And what does it have to do with, that thing on that planet? Does that have anything to do with it? We know that if those are the Zodiacs, that they knew something about the monolith and they sent somebody there.
Yeah, but did they know what was on the other side?
But they didn't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Interesting.
See, they were the ones that wrote the thing for death, right? Maybe? Like it was in there.
They wrote the note, right?
So they knew death was there.
Yeah.
And separately, all of that stuff aside, we have the setup for Civil War as well.
Yeah.
So lots of things going on in S.H.I.E.L.D.
So many things. So many.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, when you compare like S.H.I.E.L.D. versus like Flash and Arrow, right? Flash and Arrow are their own thing. They don't have to answer to any movie because they're not in the movies.
Yeah.
S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of has to like change its story depending on what's happening in the Marvel Universe.
Keep it geared.
And even though I like the freedom that Flash and Arrow have, I prefer the synergy.
The tie-ins of everything. And
if you had that, I mean, if you had Grant Gustin be the Flash in those movies, I mean, it's one of the most popular television shows now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, why aren't they doing it, Aaron? Why? We're not talking about that. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was good.
If they had what's his name, Momoa or whatever?
Jason Momoa.
If they had him just kind of show up from
Be the Aquaman?
from Earth 2 for a second.
Yeah.
Just to kind of show up or something,
yeah,
you know?
I know.
Or if, not even that, they're doing a flashback of Harrison Wells, and on the news you see something about Aquaman and it just shows his picture.
That would be awesome.
Like, it's so cool.
I know.
It'd be so fun.
The only thing I would not like about it is that Tom Welling would not come back as Superman, because it would be the new guy.
Yeah, true. All right, guys, I think that's gonna be all for our Q&A of what are we doing? S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, how do we get on these topics?
The S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's gonna be it for the Q&A for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Thanks for everyone who put in their little comments and questions and theories.
So demeaning. They were big and thick and veiny comments.
Put it away. All right, but thanks for everyone who left their Q&As. Make sure you guys are watching tonight's episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then tomorrow we'll have our reaction analysis review discussion of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The S.H.I.E.L.D.
Whichever one we're doing. One of them. Anyway, make sure you guys also check out blindwave.net. Blindwave's HQ for everything reaction, let's play, live feed, forums, Patreon account.
Yeah.
Everything.
That too.
Yeah. Everything on blindwave.net. So, until next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Eric.
And we'll see you guys in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a button there.